Hey guys, welcome to Astrology Experts. This video is brought to you by you, of course. You're the reason why we're doing this. We know that relationships can be super complex, so let's check on the stars for guidance. Get your coffee and tea ready, and let's get on with the video. Aries and Scorpio compatibility. With Scorpio, still waters run very deep. Although rams are ruled by Mars, and Mars energy is like an arrow that pierces straight through the heart of most matters. Rams don't fare well in the sea. They're clearly out of their depth. There isn't much thought or circulation behind Aries' temper. There also may not be much forethought behind the intensity with which these people chase their fairy tale dreams through the dark Scorpio forest, no matter how many quiet dangers they sense lurking. Astrologically associated with the infant age, they're almost always driven by emotion before logic. Values and emotions. Aries is immediately intrigued by Scorpio. Most people are. Ruled by Pluto, the planet that symbolizes the mysterious, unseen forces at work in the universe, Scorpio can't help but be secretive. All water signs are on the secretive side, but Scorpio takes the cake. Scorpio is as strong and internalized as he is emotional. This is often due to having experienced tragedy or some other silent, secret pain for years of their youth. So when Scorpio is hurt, he or she doesn't go flying off the handle in reactivity like Aries does. Scorpio waits for as long as may be necessary. When he does strike back in revenge, his tail is right on target. Aries, with her domineering nature and sharp tongue, soon senses that she's out of her depth. Compatibility rating 5 out of 10. Friendships. Aries is often drawn to Scorpio by an instinctive need for guidance. The baby of the zodiac, even the wisest ram, is ruled by positive masculine forces that render him to an optimist. Imbued by Mars's intense, empowered energy, rams often feel as if the battle has been won for them before it begins. Scorpio is historically ruled by Mars and Pluto, although in modern astrology, their sign's main association is with Pluto. What does that mean for the Aries and Scorpio friendship? Well, in Scorpio, the Mars power is steeped in wisdom and can only be attained by sensing and experiencing the negative forces, the night world of hidden magic and monsters. Therefore, Scorpio thinks before he or she acts. However, when the Scorpion does act, it is with power and precision. If this power and precision is constructive rather than destructive, Aries learns that his innate power can be directed to his own advantage and the advantage of the world around him. That is, if it is guided by patience. Scorpio may initially suspect Aries' tendency to burst with joy and explode with anger when hurt. Scorpio initially suspects everything, but eventually, the Aries' warmth lights up the good inside of Scorpio, bringing out the best in him. The ram also restores the sweetness and innocence and physically absorbent Scorpios who felt connected to the dark side of life early on, even if he or she was one of the lucky ones who had idealistic childhoods. Compatibility rating 7 out of 10. Relationships. Scorpio's ability to see darker or more complicated truths behind even the sunniest facade can shake the ram's optimistic view of the world. However, the loyal Scorpio knows Aries to the core too, and supports her unwavering, giving strategy to her flights of fancy and durability to her dreams. Scorpio is usually revolted by pretension and loves the giddiness of the Aryan nature. He or she may open up more to the ram than other signs, although the process is never an easy one for Scorpio. There is a vast distance between their mentalities. Although they both like to get to the truth of matters, Scorpio understands that this takes time. Aries proceed carelessly, without caution, and most are open-hearted that it breaks Scorpio's heart. Scorpios are skeptical and proceed with infinite caution. How else could a person with an innate knowledge of the mysteries surrounding life and death proceed? However, when Scorpio delivers frequent cold, hard blows of truth, Aries doesn't sit down and take them lightly. Aries doesn't sit down and take anything lightly. When she feels hurt or disillusioned by her lover, she reacts with Mars, with fueled, fiery explosions of anger or even rage. Remember that Rams don't show weaknesses easily. They won't be controlled, not even by Scorpios, who must decide early on if they can respect that Aries too are forces of nature. Each of their power is their birthright, and they have to let each other have it if this relationship is going to last. Compatibility rating 7 out of 10. Loving this video so far? Please hit subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you won't miss a video whenever we update. Marriage. If Aries and Scorpio can move past the aforementioned struggles without nearly destroying each other, they actually have a good chance at marriage. For one thing, they get to understand each other deeply early on. One might say that Mars and Pluto force them to understand each other quickly. Throughout their marriage, Scorpio will have to accept that Aries does not have much self-control as he does, and wait out her fits of temper and impulsiveness. In turn, Aries will have to accept that she can't rush or control Scorpio. If these two are lost in a power struggle after they've already fallen deeply in love, the results can be intensely destructive. Heartbroken Scorpios can become a danger to themselves and others, if only emotionally. Whereas some other signs may resist an obstacle, others try to accept it, and still others avoid it. Scorpio stops at nothing short of annihilating an obstacle. And when he or she is hurt by Aries, they become the obstacle in the Scorpio's mind. This marriage has the best odds when Aries and Scorpio require each other to submit to love rather than to one another. Compatibility rating 8 out of 10. Communication. Aries and Scorpio people are jealous and often give each other real or imagined reasons to be jealous. It's not that they're necessarily unfaithful. Ironically, these two are the most loyal, passionate signs in the zodiac. Scorpio, in particular, usually loves for life, even if that love is eventually tempered into a friendship long after the relationship ends. But Scorpio's air of mystery and intense sexuality is magnetic and alluring. He or she will attract a lot of attention based on this alone. Furthermore, platonic friends may construct romantic fantasies from the piercing directness of Scorpio's gaze into the core of a person. Aries' carefree attitude, friendliness, and flirtiness can easily mislead would-be suitors. Aries would do well to remember that Scorpio's intense sexuality is deeply rooted in spirituality. His underlying need is for a pure, soul-deep oneness with a soulmate. This may be a tall order, but it's one that passionate Aries can fill and then some. Compatibility rating 4 out of 10. Sex and intimacy. We've reached this section at just the right time, a testament to the inexplicable synchrony that often permeates this relationship. It could be said that the heart of this relationship lies in their sexual intimacy. The Aries passion is as strong as the Scorpio's, which can't be said of other signs. Likewise, few other beings in the world can match Aries' intensity like Scorpios do. Sexuality is a setting where Rams open up their vulnerable cores to their lovers, especially with Scorpios, who are both strong and sensitive. Once a Ram has gained a Scorpio's trust, which is admittedly no easy feat, the ice wall around the Scorpion's heart breaks, revealing an ocean depth of love. Aries is both soft and durable enough to withstand and return the rush of her lover's soul as it fits her. When these two lose control with each other, it's an ultimate surrender, for neither of them let go of it easily. These two will find immense enjoyment with each other sexually, even if it's not a romantic context. But if it is more sexual in nature, which it often is between these two, sex often bonds them for life in some shape or form. Compatibility rating 9 out of 10. Aries and Scorpio compatibility pros. When Aries reacts instinctively and impulsively to hurt, Scorpio hides his pain at first. It often emerges later as revenge, even in petty forms, which makes the Ram feel out of control. and everyone knows Rams don't like to feel out of control. They share a similar romantic ideal. They both want an all-encompassing love that brings them closer to their true selves. This ideal is often realized by the sexuality between them. Even if Aries doesn't always enjoy the mental and emotional challenges that Scorpio brings, he or she is usually up for them. It stays this way as long as the Ram is treated well by the Scorpion. Aries and Scorpio compatibility cons. If the Ram is expressing the lowest vibration of the sign, childish, domineering, and combative, and Scorpio is also expressing the lowest vibration of the sign, wounded to the point of turning cold, vengeful, and emotionally manipulative, this can be a most destructive pairing. Aries doesn't always understand Scorpio and can't force this understanding. If the Ram doesn't have patience, he or she might walk away in fury too many times, and when she returns, she invariably does. The Scorpio might be gone forever. A Scorpio pushed to his or her limits is not easy to win back, even for the ever-triumphant Ram. Aries needs to develop a lot of tolerance for this relationship to work, and most Rams are not endowed with much of it. Summary: the Aries-Scorpio relationship is as intense as the individuals involved. If Aries can refrain from trying to penetrate the quiet, mysterious intensity of Scorpio with direct attacks, and if Scorpio can tolerate the Ram's impulsive and reckless behavior, there can be much emotional satisfaction between them. What this pairing needs most is to respect and draw from each other's strengths rather than seek momentary satisfaction from each other's weaknesses. When they're in love or deeply bonded as friends, their unconditional love for each other often does guide the development of patience and tolerance over time. Time is of the essence for this relationship's success. This is why patience is so strongly advised here on so many levels. Overall compatibility rating, 7 out of 10.